One Piece is no stranger to the return of former villains, and some of the most memorable enemies in the series have made their way back into the story, often with a surprising twist. From Crocodile's unexpected return as an ally to his rise as a powerful figure in Cross Guild, the series has shown us that no villain is truly gone for good. But which other former foes are poised for a return? Let's dive into the list of villains who could come back and shake up the world of One Piece once again. Hey, One Piece fans, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting possibilities in the One Piece world, the return of former villains. We've seen characters like Crocodile get a second chance at glory, but who else is primed for a dramatic comeback? In this video, we'll explore the current whereabouts and potential motivations of some of the series' most intriguing past antagonists. From Gecko Moria to Doflamingo, we've got some surprising candidates that could make their way back into the fray. Let's get into it. Gecko Moria's current status escaped from Hachinosu. Gecko Moria, captain of the Thriller Bark Pirates and a former warlord, was known for his incompetence. The devastating loss he received at the hands of Kaido drove him to try to manage zombies for his pirate crew, reasoning that he would grieve less if they died. However, as a result of this apathy, he has passed his relative prime. Doflamingo was commanded to execute him during the Summit War, but he failed to complete the task. Instead, Moria survived and attempted to reunite with his crewmates. After discovering that Absalom, one of his few human crewmates, had been killed by the Blackbeard pirates, he decided to be imprisoned rather than serve them. It was recently established that he had been liberated as part of an initiative led by Perona, another of his living followers. With his freedom restored, it's unknown where he'll go from here. It is probable that he will join the Cross Guild, given that he, like many of their leaders, is an established warlord with a grievance against the world government. Caesar Clown's current status, co-founder of Neo-Mads. Caesar Clown, Vegapunk's co-worker, was significantly less concerned with scientific ethics than his rival. He was originally a subordinate of Doflamingo, who used the latter's government connections to execute his experiments without fear of punishment. Nonetheless, after his boss was defeated and dismissed, Clown was kidnapped by the Straw Hats and forced to join up with them for protection. After helping them in Tado Land, he was set free. He recently linked himself with Vinsmoke Judge, Sanji's estranged father. However, this is not the pair's first meeting. They were previously members of MADS, an unlawful research institute that included Vegapunk and Queen of the Beasts pirates. The two have decided to combine their research efforts to establish another institute in the same line, called Neo-Mads. It is uncertain how frequently both of them will feature in the story, but they have a number of potential clients. Charlotte Katakuri, current status, captain of the Big Mom Pirates. Charlotte Katakuri, Charlotte Linlin's son and senior subordinate, wielded authority in the Big Mom Pirates. With his mother's loss and presumed death at Wano, Katakuri has been touted as a potential successor by his brothers, with only his half-brother, Prospero, vying for the crown based on seniority. Despite his evident evil alignment, he was an honorable fighter who had true regard for Luffy, believing him when he declared he would become Pirate King. He was most recently seen listening to Vegapunk's message with some of his brothers, but before that, he was battling with the Vinsmoke siblings, but Caesar Clown appeared with a gas compound that allowed them to flee, leaving Katakuri delusional and fighting his brother, Oven. With Katakuri's half-sister, Pudding, kidnapped by Blackbeard, he is likely to lead his crew in a battle against the Emperor to rescue her. If the circumstances warrant it, he may even collaborate with Luffy to attain his objectives. However, any autonomy he may have is governed by whether Big Mom is still alive, as he would almost certainly defer to her if she were. Doflamingo, current status, incarcerated at Impel Down. Doflamingo was an ex-world noble who turned to piracy in an effort to reclaim the power he believed he earned. Following a successful coup to seize Dressrosa, he established himself as an armaments dealer, collaborating with many in the criminal underground. Eventually, a group of pirates led by Luffy toppled him, leading to his imprisonment. Despite his imprisonment in Impel Down, the world government's sea-based prison, he has maintained a positive attitude. This is most likely because he expects some type of salvation. While it is unknown how well-founded this view is, freeing Doflamingo is not without advantages. In addition to his criminal ties, Doflamingo, as an ex-world noble, knows vital information that the world government wishes to protect from the public, particularly other criminals. It is likely that this is his ticket to freedom. He, like Moria, may join the Cross Guild because he holds a grievance against the government. Magellan, current status, Vice Warden of Impel Down. Magellan, the former Chief Warden of Impel Down, was demoted following Monkey D. Luffy's escape. Being the duty-bound person he is, the incident disturbed him so much that he seriously considered suicide. In his place, Hannibal, his former subordinate, was appointed Chief Warden, a job he openly sought. Magellan finally returned to active service, much to the pleasure of his supervisor and colleagues. It's possible that Impel Down will experience another outbreak. Even if a few of its most dangerous criminals escape, it is not impossible for Doflamingo to do the same, maybe bringing others with. If an escape occurs, Magellan will most certainly be present, as the jail is his domain. Magellan may even be promoted back to his previous post, as most of the blame would fall on the current Chief Warden. And that wraps up our list of former villains who could make a shocking return in the future of One Piece. Who do you think is most likely to come back, and what role do you think they'll play? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more One Piece content. Until next time, keep sailing the Grand Line with us, and as always, stay tuned for more epic theories and analysis. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Review YouTube channel. Buddy, we hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe and continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, question, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts on the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again, see you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and his swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments, the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat, and people don't use phones to talk to each other. Instead, they use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Goldie Roger telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King, One of Luffy's main goals in this show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Goldie Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is, or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.